Hi guys, and welcome to another lesson where we are going to talk about how to extend Python for the web, and we are just going to mention some frameworks. So in the last lesson we created a web app with Flask. Now creating web apps with Python is incredibly easy. You can do all the heavy lifting yourself, or you can try one of the many open source web frameworks out there to help you with it, or help with just a few parts. You can build websites in two main ways in Python. You can build them by static site generators or the full-on web frameworks. So in this section we'll briefly describe both methods and include a list of some of the more popular generators and frameworks. The first part we're going to talk about is static site generators. Static site generators are usually used for things like blogs and other documentation, where you may make a new page at a time and want to serve out that page, but the content on the page won't be changing once it's published. And some of the more popular static site generators include, but not limited to, Pelican, Hide, Nikola, and Mint. So a few lines of mention for the Pelican site generator is that it's probably the most popular and well-known static site generator in Python. There's also lots of community support, including plugins and themes for Pelican. And then we have Hide. Hide is a little larger than Pelican, with a bit more of a learning curve, but quite robust. And then we have the Nikola static site generator, which is fully featured, lots of community involvement and support. Also supports customization, including themes and plugins. And then we have the Mint static site generator. And Mint lauds itself as having the features of a content management system without the rigid implementation. And then we have the other way of creating web apps and websites. It's by using web frameworks. Web frameworks are all-in-one systems that give you the power to create APIs, web apps, and even a comprehensive CMS. And here are a few that we recommend. The first one is Flask, and Django, Bottle, and Pyramid. Flask is quite versatile, from creating simple APIs that others will access to creating full web apps. And then we have the more advanced one, which is Django. Django is quite popular and very robust. It even includes an admin interface that allows users to put entries in the database with an easy to navigate user interface that is highly customizable. Then we have the Bottle framework. Bottle is smaller than Flask. I think it's only about 4,000 lines of code, and simply gives you just what you need to create a website with very little overhead and limited functionality. It's perfect for smaller websites and pages. And then we have Pyramid. Pyramid is similar to Flask in that it can be used for small projects, but you can also use it for larger projects, and it can be scaled up as needed. Of course, many more frameworks are available. We recommend finding one that suits you and your project, or just play around with a few to find one you feel more comfortable with. I started to play around with Bottle, then I moved on to the others to play around with it. Start with a simple one so you understand how to create how websites work under the hood. So this is a very short lesson for introducing these static site generators and web frameworks. So I'll see you in the next lesson.